Hello everybody, welcome in the JDE 9.2 news. In this video we will talk about the ergonomics improvement we can get now with JDE. So this is an usual main page. You have different parts and I will describe most of them. First of all, we will talk about this left panel you have here. They called it the carousel, and you can move it on different places on your screen. For instance, stop here, or on the left, on the right, or you can also get it down. As far as I'm concerned, I like it on the left part of my screen. In this panel, you have a first part here at the top, when you can see the different programs you already opened. For instance, here the receipt purchase order, or here the work with times availability, the summary availability. You can access to the programs with the usual menu. Here, for instance, if I click here on the compass, I will have access to the fast path on one hand, and also I have access to the usual JDE menu. Okay. The second part of this carousel is the recent reports. You can have access to the recent reports, recent batches you launched previously. For instance, here the work order print I launched a few minutes ago. I have a quick access to it. And finally, the last part of the carousel is the favorites you can select, you can define. So it can be either a task or a directory. For instance, here you have various directory I selected as favorite, and you have this program which is the address book. Work with the address book. And you see that it just opened here in my open applications. You can also access open applications with this icon here. You see the three applications, the three programs I opened. You can also access the recent reports clicking on this icon, and you can also access your favorites clicking on this star here. Let's talk now about one of the most significant features you can get from JDE 9.2. I'm talking about the E1 pages. This upper menu bar you can see here will allow you to access particular pages, like for instance this one, work order management. And you see that you have here the process chart of a work order management, work order interchange, work order process. You then have, for this company, for this example, either operation validation or material issue, if you have to do a manual material issue, and then finally the work order completion. What is really interesting here is that it's not only a drawing linked to this icon, you have a direct access to the program. For instance, if I click here on work order interchange, I open the JDE work order creation program, and I can process and do a work order creation. So this is a very interesting feature, as processes are at the heart of the ERP design and use. So people on the ground, people that are interested in a process, can easily understand what was the previous step, what will be the next step, who they might have to talk to get more information, and so on. You have here your business process, and it's linked to the system. Now let's talk about a feature you might have seen in other applications or other web pages. It's called the breadcrumbs. It is this line you have here that represents the path you went through when you had to reach, for instance, this summary availability program. So meaning that if I want to access another task that is in the same menu, I just have to click here and I have all the tasks that are available at this level. Or I could, for instance, go in a previous directory, say this one, and I have access to all the tasks that are available. Let's talk now about Cafe One. I will open a sales order detail revision program. So this is the program that allows me to create or to change a sales order. By the way, it gave me the opportunity to show you that I can get the main screen larger. And what you see here on the left part of the screen is the standard JDE sales order detail revision screen. I set a sales order for customer 4242 in a particular branch plant, and I already entered a line for this item, quantity of 2, to be delivered for the 16th of September. On the right part of the screen, you have another standard JDE program, the supply and demand program. And you see that there is a relationship between the information I entered here, item 220, and the information we got here, item 220, and the information of the available inventory, demand, supply, available inventory, and so on. All the information you usually have in this program. What I will do now is enter a new line for another item. For instance, this one, say for the same date, so the 16th of September. And I will now select the line I just entered. And you see that I will open the selection, which is not useful normally, but I just want to show you that automatically both the branch plant I'm working on for the sales order and the item number have been taken into account by the supply and demand program, and here I have the information for my item 2010 with various work order message that gives a demand and the purchase order we should get. With Cafe One, you can build a relationship between two different JDE programs in the same screen, and the data of the second screen will automatically update. I will show you another example. I will go to the address book revision program, but you will see that we will have a particular version of it. Here I am. So here we enter an address book number. It can be, of course, an employee or a company or whatever. And you see that we have a link between the address book here and the who's who. So here we have, for instance, another employee of this company, and we can get the information that we enter in the address book. So this is the same kind of link between two JDE programs. What you can see here is that in this Cafe One screen, you have another link, but this time it's not with the JDE program, it's with another apps. For instance, here with Google Maps. And what is interesting here in this example is that we immediately have the map with, of course, the address of these of this structure. We have the Google Map automatically opening.